Welcome to the channel. You're watching Texas Silver. Thanks for being here. I know it's been a little while since I've put out a video. Just been super busy with work, and I'll be honest with you, sometimes I feel like I can't think of just stuff to talk about. So I don't want to get on here and just ramble about, just filler BS. And I probably should have done this for a while now, but we're going to talk about first aid. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I have going on, give y'all some ideas. Put in the comments anything you recommend that I missed, or just, put anything down there that you think is relevant to this topic. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I have going on. This is my first aid kit right here. I'm just kidding. If this is your first aid kit, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need to do with that thing. All right, so no, this right here is my first aid kit. And actually, I'd call it a trauma kit. But we're going to go through everything that I have in here, why I have it, and then we're also going to talk about why it's important. There's a lot of YouTubers out there, a lot of people out there that I know personally. They have a lot of money, so they're able to buy all the toys, all the cool stuff, but honestly, they don't know how to use it. So, when it comes to security, there's individuals out there that have the latest and greatest night vision and scopes and, what have you, and they don't really know how to use that tool to its full capability. Not saying that I'm some sort of medical professional or anything like that. I do have medical training. I don't even know if I've ever said this on this channel, but I was an Eagle Scout, so I did learn first aid, basic stuff like that when I was younger. I was in the Marine Corps for 7 years in the infantry, so I learned stuff there, and then now I'm in law enforcement, which I've been taught basic first aid and how to treat some trauma there as well. So, not saying I'm some sort of medical expert, but I do have some training in it, and just know that this is not any medical advice. I am not authorized or licensed to give that. I'm just showing you what I have and just giving you some ideas of maybe some stuff that you want to put in your kit. So some of this stuff I have purchased myself. Also, I have a lot of friends that are in the medical field, and I ask them, hey, do you have extra bandages? Do you have extra dressings? Do you have extra stuff? And so a lot of this stuff has been donated to me. So I know I talked about this, I think about 2 or 3 videos ago, but I actually had an incident. This bag goes wherever I go. So it's in my truck, it's in my boat, whatever. But I talked about it. I guess I can go real quick into it. I was out on my boat. We're all having a good time. It was kind of like a beach tie-up thing. And pretty much a boat lost control. The operator fell off, and it was a rogue boat just going around, ran over a couple people. They ended up using my medical supplies to stop the bleeding on this one female that got hit by the prop multiple times. I don't think she would have lost her life without this, but it definitely was a lot better than a bunch of wet, sandy towels that they were trying to treat her with at first, when I got there. But anyways, enough about that. So you need to have this stuff with you. So it doesn't pay to not know how to use it or not have it with you. Same thing with security. It doesn't help if this stuff's in the safe. You need to have access to it. Obviously, check your local laws, state laws, national laws, whatever. But when I leave the house, I have security with me. I have first aid with me. And when I say first aid, I'm talking trauma. Because that little kit that I just tossed, yeah, you can, bandage up a cut or something like that. But this right here is going to save someone's life, or have the potential to save someone's life. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to get into kind of what I have in here. But I don't know if everyone can see this, but I don't want to sit here and pull every little thing out because I'm going to have to put it all back together. But these right here are all gauze, which I'll pull one of them out. So what you can do is you can wrap wounds, you can pack wounds. So what you can actually do if there's a bullet wound or something like that, you pack this into the wound, try to get the bleeding stopped. But tons of this. And there's a saying out there that 1 is none, 2 is 1. So that's why I have so much of this. Also, going back to the boat thing, multiple people got hit. And so originally when I kind of packed this kit, I was thinking, it could be, a gunshot or something that happens, active shooter type thing out in the world. But I also kind of packed it for the boat. And I was thinking, normally people will get backed over, it'll hit an arm and a leg, and it actually takes probably 2 tourniquets to get your femoral artery to quit bleeding, and then say their arm and leg gets hit, that could be 3 tourniquets, or say they get hit, more than that. So, but in this situation, multiple people got hit. So it's better to have more than you actually need. Have some pain relief stuff in here. So I also pack this for other stuff. I probably need to put aspirin in here just in case someone starts having chest pain. Maybe they're thinking they're gonna have a heart attack. I probably need to put that in here. But you need all sorts of tapes and wraps. That way, whenever you're putting direct pressure, you're dressing these wounds, you have a way to keep them clean, and then keep adding and securing gauze to whatever trauma is going on. So multiple different gauze and stuff in here. These right here are a triangular bandage. So say you have a broken arm, or you need to secure an arm, or whatever. Also, these can also be used for a tourniquet. Here's more triangular bandages. So again, I don't just have one of these things. This right here, I believe, is to make splints out of. So if someone breaks an arm, you can splint that. Then tourniquets. This is, if you don't get anything, please get tourniquets, and make sure you get a CAT tourniquet, C-A-T. If they're probably about $23-25 a piece on Amazon. If you're paying $12, $13, $14, it's probably a knockoff. It needs to say CAT on it. And they're not paying me anything, but this is what we use at work. This is what the military uses. These are the good ones. The windlass that you spin, if you know anything about a tourniquet, a lot of times they'll fail on the cheaper ones. So you want to make sure that you have lots of tourniquets. So in here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tourniquets here. Also have another trauma kit that's in my truck that I believe has 1 or 2. So that's 6 tourniquets. All right. And then I have more, and we'll get to that in a sec. So what else do I have in here? So more of the gauze, but then I have a lot of these flat, I guess they're just pads. So covering, this is probably more for if you get a good cut or something like that, cover it, wrap it. This isn't really for trauma. I guess they can be, but so this one is kind of first aid, but also my main focus was trauma. But I'm just kind of showing you everything that I have in here to give you ideas. These are more bandages, more. So when someone's bleeding, you don't want, if say a bandage gets completely covered in blood, you don't want to remove that and put a new one. You keep that one on there, and you just keep putting direct pressure, and you keep adding gauze. So that's why I have so many, because sometimes it's going to take a lot to get that bleeding to stop. So let's move to another section of the bag. So, and another thing I learned from, there's a strap I didn't know was there. Another thing I learned, I had a friend that actually packed this, and what happened during this event that happened out at the lake, they were asking me for certain things, and I knew that I had those items, but I couldn't remember where they were at. So, hey, kitty, I have a cat now, and actually I'm gonna bring her over. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, she wants to run off. Okay, I'll see if I can get her on camera. But anyways, sorry to squirrel, but they were asking for certain things, a couple of things I couldn't find. I knew they were in here, and after, I'm not gonna say my stress level wasn't up a little bit, because I knew someone needed medical attention bad, but I couldn't find these things. So now I repacked this, I replaced the stuff and added to it. But the importance of knowing where everything is at, because I didn't know. I was opening zippers and all this other stuff, and I couldn't find it. So don't do what I did, and actually know your kit. Here, I guess, is a brace for wrist if you break it. Okay, so I have a bunch of these cold packs. So you bust a little bubble in there, you mix it, you shake it, and it makes instant cold packs. And you can do that if someone's overheating, or that's probably what it's going to be for. Or if someone gets hit, really hard, and you just need to put something cold on there to kind of help with swelling. But mainly, I would probably think if someone's getting heat exhaustion or something like that, you go ahead and you can put these cold packs in their armpits, their crotch area. That will help cool down their body, their blood, and all that. That way, it keeps their temperature down. I do have some bandage, some Band-Aids and alcohol swabs, stuff like that, because people do get small cuts and stuff. So I'm not saying don't have that stuff, but so this is all a bunch of different tape and stuff that I have in here, because it makes it easier to tape up stuff than trying to tie knots or try and jerry rig it or whatever. So that's a bunch of cold packs and tape in there. Let's see what's in here. Okay, yeah, more cold packs there. Here's some sterile water. So if you need to clean a wound, this is sterile water. So, I mean, if all you have is your canteen or water and you need to rinse a wound, then, do what you need to. But this is some sterile water. Now I have some other big bandages in here. Some more, I guess this is an ace wrap, so if you got to wrap a wrist or ankle, if something gets sprained, this is pretty cool. This is a roll of, it's called cover roll stretch, but I guess it's just a big old roll of Band-Aids, and you can cut it off or cut it to size, whatever, cover wounds. So I have that in there. I think, yeah, this is more cold pack, stuff like that. This is what I would recommend, maybe if you don't want to go as far as what I did. But this is kind of what the military, from what I'm understanding, is running around with. But this is an actual trauma kit. So really, if you had to, you could get away with probably something like this. I just want to have redundancy and just overkill on this thing. But in here, you have tourniquets. You have quick clot. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but well, I guess it's a bandage that has quick clot. So quick clot causes, I think it makes the blood coagulate. I don't know exactly what it does, but it reacts with the blood, gets it to coagulate, and tries to get the bleeding stopped quicker. These right here, a bunch of the, not ace wraps, but the pressure dressings. There's some tape in here, and then also, well, I guess I can pull them out. But these are the chest seals. So if someone gets a gunshot wound and they have a sucking chest wound, you use that for that. So also, I believe these are EpiPens. What is that? Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are EpiPens. So that's if, I believe if someone's having an allergic reaction. Also could be for nuclear or biological weapon stuff. And I'll be honest, again, not all this stuff I know how to use, but generally I have medical people that are with me. And so that's why I have some of this stuff that may be a little over my head. But it would probably benefit you to learn that. I probably need to go over every single thing in here. Most of the stuff I have gone over with my medical friends. But, again, you need to know your gear and how to use it. So again, I'm not perfect, but at least I have the stuff. And if I get into a situation, generally I have someone with me that knows how to use all this stuff. So let's see, what else? I think this is the last thing. So emergency blanket. Reason you have this, just in case someone starts going into shock. You need to warm them up. Emergency blanket. These are great. I would have a dozen of these at your house. Have one in your vehicle. Have one for camping. Have some in the house. These are great. I know I've talked about these before on the channel. So I have two different pairs of scissors in here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but medical scissors, shears, whatever. Here's another pair of scissors. And actually, you know what? I need one of those. I think they're called forceps, but you squeeze them, and I use them to get the fish hooks out. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank on what that is, but I need to add that in here. But there are pliers that lock. Not channel locks, but anyways, but what you can do is you can squeeze an artery. They use them in surgery, medical field, but you squeeze them, they lock. I need to throw that in here, so I need to do that. But anyways, so this is Narcan, just in case I come across someone that's overdosing on fentanyl or you get exposed to fentanyl. This is more probably a LE thing, law enforcement, but who knows? You could come across someone that's overdosing on that. This right here, if I do have it, but not in this bag, but I do have stuff to be able to give IVs or whatever. So this is a wrap that goes around the arm to, get the vein to show to where you can put an artery or put a, what is that? Gosh darn it, IV. So you can put it in an IV. Hand sanitizer, some more gauze and wraps like that. And let's see what's in here. I'm about through with everything. This right here is for, you put it in their nostril to clear a breathing thing, I believe. Yeah, something airway. Above my head, can't do it, but I got it in here. Let's see. So that's about it. So I know I probably need some more stuff in here. Again, let me know if you can think of anything that I need to add. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all what I have, give y'all some ideas, some stuff that is very important to have in there, in my opinion, and know how to use it and have the stuff with you. So I do have an idea for another video. Just got to have the time to do it. I know I have a lot of new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you like the content that I'm putting out. I don't just talk about financial stuff and gold and silver, which I love to talk about it, but sometimes we need to hit other topics that I feel they're important. I want to thank Patera with Appalachia's Homestead for giving me such a nice shout out. I really appreciate that. If you don't watch her channel, check it out. She's seems like a very sweet, intelligent homesteader that's up in Tennessee. And she has the goats and the farm and cattle and chickens and all that stuff going on. So check her out. That's Appalachia's Homestead. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But again, Patera, thank you so much for the kind words. I didn't even know if you watched my channel, but I appreciate the shout out. But again, thank you for everyone being here. Thank you for the new subscribers. I guess we're going to leave it at that. Put in the comments any videos that you want me to do. And actually, I'm on my cell phone today because I left my GoPro in my surf boat. So no GoPro today. So hopefully the video audio quality is good, but I had to go back old school. But yeah, comments down below if you want me to talk about a specific topic or you have any questions. I'll try and answer those. Bear with me. I try to get back to all the comments, but sometimes just I can't. Also, Bill Holter and I, we've talked about doing an interview. I think we were supposed to do it this week, but his schedule, my schedule didn't marry up. If you have questions for Bill, put them in the comment section and I'll see if that can make it. Hopefully I get to interview him in the next week or two. But I guess that is it. I'm going to leave it there. Sorry if I was all over the place. Just wanted to briefly go over my med bag and just talk about that stuff and the importance for having it. So that's it. Thank you for the likes, sharing the videos, commenting, being here, sharing the videos, all that stuff. That's it. God bless everyone. Please have a safe weekend. Hopefully everyone had a good 4th of July and all that, and it was safe. That's it. God bless. Take care. Texas Silver out.